RTN Tonight, Glassboro's favorite mid-afternoon late-night talk show. I'm Parker Bennick.
And I'm Caitlin Kowalski. As always, we've got a great show today, so let's get started with the news.
So the Super Mario Bros. Movie is finally out, and while I haven't gotten the chance to see it myself, I've heard some pretty mixed things about it. Overall, though, the consensus seems to be that it could have been a lot worse, especially in regards to the voice cast. Some of the picks made sense, like Jack Black as Bowser, of course, but I'll never forget the hellstorm that overtook the internet when Chris freaking Pratt was cast as Mario. Luckily, it seems like it didn't end up being that bad, but I still can't believe they didn't cast me to play Toad. Like seriously, I can ribbit, and I showed up to my audition in a frog costume. Why'd they even need someone to voice a Toad anyway? They can't even talk.
U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers came face to face with 9 jars of slimy bloodsuckers recently in Philadelphia Airport. The plastic jars containing around 300 leeches arrived in 6 separate air cargo shipments from Bulgaria. The CBP officers said that this type of leech is listed as protected species and cannot be traded internationally. Fortunately for the slime vampires, they made it out alive, of U.S. Customs at least.
Federal agents and military personnel in a Boston hotel made a huge mistake when they barged into the wrong room while conducting a training exercise. The worst part is they actually detained the guest who was inside. Reports say that they handcuffed the man and put him in the bathtub for 45 minutes while they interrogated him. I have so many questions. First and foremost, why the hell were they doing a training exercise at a public hotel with guests? And how did it take them 45 minutes to realize they messed up? Better yet, he's a random guy. What were they even interrogating him about? Talk about one-star room service.
If you could think of one random thing that you could find in your yard, what would it be? Well, for this couple, that random thing happened to be an 18-pound potato. Colin and Donna Craig Brown were weeding the garden when they struck the potato. We couldn't believe it. It was huge. The Guinness World Record worth potato is described as ugly and mutant looking. The couple who decided to adopt the potato named it Doug, after the way it was unearthed. Doug's new dad even decided to build a small cart to tow his new son around. How cute.
South African pilot Rudolf Erasmus was recently forced to make an emergency landing when he felt a highly venomous Cape Cobra slithering under his seat. I'm just surprised because I thought they were already done shooting the new Indiana Jones movie. But seriously, I'm not going to pretend that I would know what to do in this situation, but one thing is for certain. That pilot definitely had it with those monkey fighting snakes on this Monday flying plane. I know that's not actually what Samuel L. Jackson said in Snakes on a Plane, but that's what comes up when you look for the quote on IMDb. Seriously, Google it.
A rare 2-headed diamondback Turpanian turtle is alive and kicking, with all 6 of its legs. Birds say Cape Wildlife Center took the turtle in after hatching 2 weeks ago in Massachusetts. The turtle originally came from a nest in West Barnstable after researchers determined it was unsafe. The 2-headed Monsters, Inc. character was said to be okay and monitored until it can be released back into the wild.
Serendipity 3, a New York restaurant, has announced that its $214 grilled cheese, dubbed the world's most expensive sandwich, will be returning for National Grilled Cheese Day on Wednesday. As a college student, I was actually under the impression that a breakfast sandwich with 2 eggs on it was the most expensive sandwich in the world, but apparently I was wrong. All jokes aside, I thought eggs were expensive right now, but a couple weeks ago, I bought 18 of them at Target for $3.50. Can you believe that? Oh, what was I saying again? All right, grilled cheese sandwiches. Yeah, they're pretty good.
This past Easter Sunday, some bunny got involved to help the police to help carry it away at the crime. Officer Ashley Carson found a lost rabbit last year in the middle of the street in California. After taking him back to the station for a happy ending, a police service analyst adopted the said friendly animal and named him Percy. The Yuba City Police Department announced the rank of the rabbit wellness of officer just days before Easter Sunday. The Easter bunny could not be reached for comment. Case closed. After the break, we'll have Parker to interview one of RTN's very own, Matt Boyle.
Hello and welcome back to RTN Tonight, Glassboro's favorite mid-afternoon late-night talk show. Once again, I'm Parker Bennick, and I'm joined by our wonderful guest, RTN's own Matt Boyle. Matt, how are you doing tonight?
Good, Parker. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, and I'm under the impression that you're producing a special for the Night Owl. Is that correct?
That is correct, Parker. It's called Kentucky Jones and Last Pots and Pan Set. We actually have a logo ready to go. Yeah, it's an Indiana Jones parody for the Night Owl, and yeah, it's very exciting.
I mean, I was going to ask about your inspiration for this. It's clear that it's Indiana Jones, but other than your inspiration, what was like the initial idea that made you want to write this?
Well, I always knew I wanted to do something with Indiana Jones because that's my favorite movie. But like one of the writers' rooms, Garrett said, we need action because all the things we've done, it's just been talking, which is fine, but we need substance, we need action. And Indiana Jones just clicked in my mind, and how Kentucky Jones and the Last Boston Pan set came to my mind, couldn't tell you.
And we do actually have some BTS photos from the shoots, which we're going to put on the screen right now. And overall, everything looks awesome. On the topic of Indiana Jones, I want to know, are you excited for the new Indiana Jones movie?
Cautiously, yes, but yeah, I'm very excited. I haven't seen any of the films in the theater, obviously, but yeah, this one should be good fun, and the trailers look pretty good, actually. So.
Awesome. And Kentucky Jones has been going wonderfully. My last question about Kentucky Jones is, when do you think we'll be able to see it?
Hopefully, we're shooting on Thursday, planning to, at least. That will be our final day of shooting, and then it just edits. So hopefully by the end of the semester, Kentucky Jones will be available for the world to see.
Awesome. Can't wait to see Kentucky Jones. And that's all for our interview with Matt Boyle. Thank you for coming out on the show.
Thank
this
you.
is RTN's own Matt. He works on a lot of shows, including Rowan Roulette, which I produce, and you should watch. But when we come back, me and Kate, for the first time, are actually going to be going to head-to-head with each other on the game of No Cap. So stick around. Hello and welcome back to RTN Tonight, Glassboro's favorite mid-afternoon late-night talk show. Once again, I'm Parker Bennick, and if you're a fan of the show, you should be familiar with our game No Cap, but as you can see, we're doing things a little bit differently here. I'm going to start by asking Kate her No Cap questions, and then she's going to ask her questions to me. We're going to see who has the better score, and the winner will get the last RTN pen in the world. So, Kate, how does it feel to be the one answering the questions for once?
It feels, honestly, I'm a little bit overwhelmed, but I am gunning for that pen after giving it to every guest on the show, so that pen is mine.
Well, sounds good to me, and without further ado, let's just get started. If you don't know what No Cap is, 20 opinionated questions, person with the fastest time wins. Let's just get right into it. So, first question, favorite movie genre?
Comedy.
Can you run a mile in high heels?
Absolutely.
How far did you get in the spelling bee?
D.
What state would you most like to live in?
Florida.
Favorite studio show?
RTN Tonight.
Are you a hot drink gal or a cold drink queen?
Hot drink queen.
Would you trust Emma Butts with your life?
Absolutely.
Do you still sleep with a stuffed animal?
Sometimes.
Would you or would you not if someone asked?
I would.
Do you think you could beat me in a race?
Absolutely.
How do you pronounce Holden's last name?
This literally. Skip.
Okay. What's the one thing that still scares you?
Clowns.
Would you rather meet Tony the Tiger or Mr. Clean?
Mr. Clean.
How many hiccups is too many hiccups?
5.
What face do you make when you're talking to someone who knows you but you don't know them?
I feel like I'm friendly, so happy.
Fair. On an average day, how many nickels do you find on the street?
0.
If today was Tuesday, where would you be right now?
Tequila.
On the last day of school, how sad were you?
So happy.
When is the best time to celebrate Christmas?
December 25th.
What is the number one thing on your bucket list?
Visiting Canada.
That is such a deep question to end No Cap, and you came in with a time of 1 minute and 14 seconds. So I'm gonna pass you the phone, and I'm gonna enter the hot seat for the first time, so we'll see how it goes.
All right.
Are you ready?
I
don't know why I'm
my
asking you
time,
if you're
I think
ready.
my time is okay, but I don't think you're gonna do too good anyway. So
We'll
it's fine.
see.
It's fine.
Oh man.
All right. With that, I'm gonna reset the time in 3, 2, 1. Favorite genre of music?
Metal.
Are you a Walmart bro or a Target homie?
Target homie.
Favorite Star Wars character?
General Grievous.
Do you usually laugh at your jokes?
No.
Favorite studio show?
RTN Tonight.
If you got $1 for every time you ran up a flight of stairs, how many flights would you have ran?
Oh man, 100.
Have you ever gotten caught by the tickle monster?
Yes.
What face do you make when people are singing happy birthday to you?
I don't know, something like
What fast food joint should be on Mars first?
McDonald's.
How many showers have you taken this year?
This year, oh man, how many days are this? Just say like 125.
Ew, gross. What does CW stand for?
Cinema Workshop.
What does WC stand for?
Pass.
On an average day, how many times do you watch Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets?
0.
What's more fun, a rhythm or a pun?
Pun?
How long do you think you can last living in Ohio?
0 days.
Do you tip the mailman?
No.
What did you get in your Easter basket?
Some chocolate.
Where do you see yourself in 7 days?
In 7 days, right here.
Have you ever farted loudly in public?
Yes.
Did you ever say thank you to the bus driver as a kid?
Yes.
And with that, you came in with a time of 1 minute and 15 seconds.
Aww.
So that means I beat you. Hand over the golden pen.
You know what?
You can
You
hand
can
it to
take
me.
the golden pen. That's fine.
I've been gunning for this my entire RTN Tonight career. After every no-cap game that I've done, this is my prize possession. And I'm glad to have beaten you.
I'm glad that you beat me.
I appreciate that. And with that, thank you so much for tuning in to RTN Tonight. Again, I'm Tina Klowski. Have a great night, Glasgow.